back to front and upside down by Mr. Topsy-Turvy. Hello, I'm Mr. Turvy-Topsy. Topsy-Turvy. That's my problem, you see. I'm always getting things up, down, side, outside, in, and front to back. Upside down, inside out, and back to front. And because of this, I'm always getting myself into trouble. But I think that last week must have been my all-time worst. It began when I tried to put some new taps on my bath. I put them on, up, down, side. Upside down. Don't ask me how I managed to, but I did. And being the sort of topsy-turvy person I am, I didn't notice. Well, not until I tried to run a bath myself. Oh dear. It was like a fountain, water spraying everywhere. It was then I discovered that I couldn't turn the tap off. Quickly, I ran downstairs, closely followed by the water, and rang the plumber. "Good morning, Mr. Leakey, the plumber here," said the plumber. "Oh, morning, good. Is this Mr. Turvy-Topsy? I can't tap the turn-off." "Sorry, I didn't quite catch that," said Mr. Leakey. "It's Turvy-Tap here with a broken Topsy. My water's full of house." It wasn't really surprising that the plumber didn't understand a word I was saying. By the time I'd managed to get everything the right way round, the water was over my ankles, and by the time the plumber arrived, it was up to my middle. What a mess! I had to call the builders in to straighten it all out. They said that it would take 2 weeks to dry out my house. So I went to stay with Mr. Fussy. He's my nearest neighbour. He wasn't too happy to see me. He's such an old fusspot, he can't bear to have anyone else in his house, but eventually he agreed to let me stay. That night, Mr. Fussy went to bed early and asked me to turn out the lights. So I did. Oh, I thought I did, but somehow I got mixed up. Mr. Fussy woke up in the middle of the night to find every light in the house on. He wasn't in a very good mood the next morning at breakfast. So, after breakfast, I thought I would help by doing the washing up. But I put all the dirty plates away in the cupboard and put all the clean plates in the sink. Mr. Fussy was not too pleased about that either. Things got steadily worse as the week wore on. The more I tried to help, the more problems I caused. On Wednesday, I hung the washing out in the rain. On Thursday, I mowed the carpet and vacuumed the lawn. On Friday, I cleaned the chimney. And being the topsy-turvy person I am, I pushed the brush down rather than up the chimney. On Saturday, I fetched some coal. Now, Mr. Fussy's coal cellar is the neatest and cleanest coal cellar you have ever seen. He polishes each lump of coal and then stacks them neatly in very straight rows on top of each other. As you might guess, it did not look so neat after I had been down there. It was a big mess, and so was I. By Sunday, Mr. Fussy was at his wits' end. "What you need to do is to go on holiday," he said, "and I know just the place for you." Which is where I am now, on holiday, staying with Mr. Fussy's cousin, Mr. Clumsy. And you know what? Mr. Fussy was right. This is just the place for me. For as you might or might not know, Mr. Clumsy lives in Australia, which suits me right down to the ground, or right up to the ground, depending on how you look at it.